A very warm welcome to WsCube Tech. So guys, in our previous session, we have covered what are data frames. We have talked about different functions that are there in our data frames. In our today's session, we'll be talking about different ways of creating a data frame. So a data frame can be created in several different methods in our Pandas. In our today's session, we'll be talking about what are all those several methods. Our first method over here is read CSV. That means if you have a CSV file in your computer or in your laptop, you can read it and you can create a data frame with the help of the CSV. Second method over here is read Excel, that you can create a data frame using an Excel file over here. Third method over here is you can create dictionary. Inside the dictionary you can create list elements. Our fourth method over here is you can create a dictionary. Inside the dictionary you can create another dictionary. That means we'll be using nested dictionaries over here. Our last method over here is using lists and tuples. That means we'll be creating a list and inside that we'll be passing the tuples to create a data frame. So we'll be looking at all of these methods one by one, starting with our first method, that is by using the read CSV method. First of all, to create a data frame, all we need to do is import pandas as PD. Once we have imported pandas as PD, we will be reading the CSV file over here. So our data frame would be equal to pd.read CSV, and we have to read a CSV file over here. So if I'll go inside my files, I'll be seeing a CSV file over here. So you can see over here we have country uk.csv, so we can use the CSV file over here. So I'll be just going to my PyCharm, back to my PyCharm, and country uk.csv, and let's print this data frame. So to print it, we'll be writing print df. Let's run and see what output we will get over here. As soon as I run it, the output that I'm getting over here looks like this, that there are some starting 5 rows and there are some ending 5 rows over here. If you want to obtain 5 more of them, that means if you want to obtain the first 10 rows over here, all you need to do is write print df dot head. Inside this you can pass 10, so you'll be getting the starting 10 rows over here. Let's put this one inside the comment, and as soon as I run it, I'll be getting the output which looks like this. So basically this is our first 10 data. We have index over here, we have country and the county, and if I go back over here, if I try to open the CSV, this is how my CSV file looks like. It has country, county, and we have England, Bedfordshire over here. And if I come back to my PyCharm, this is how it looks like. So this is my first 10 data. And similarly, if you want to get the last 10 data, instead of head, you will be passing tail over here. So df.tail, and as soon as I run it, I'll be obtaining the last 10 data which is there in my data frame. That means from 84 to 93. So if I check my CSV also, 93 is the last index over here. Northern Tyrone is there or not? So yeah, Northern Ireland and Tyrone is there. Okay, this is how it is working. So I hope guys that first method over here to create a data frame is clear to you, that here we need to write pd.read CSV and then we have to pass a CSV file over here that is there already with you. So you can download it from the web or you can create your own and use it over here. This was our read CSV method. Let's move ahead and talk about our Excel method. So if you want to read an Excel file over here, all you need to do is first you need to go to command prompt, because you cannot directly read the Excel file. You need to download a package over here, that would be pip. So pip install open py excel. That means in the Python we need to open the Excel file. That's why we will be installing this package. For me it has been installed already, so as soon as I'll press enter, it will say requirement already satisfied, but in your case it will get downloaded. So as soon as I run it, it says requirement already satisfied here, and all I need to do is write data frame. So df is equals to pd.read excel. Now I need to read Excel file over here. So for reading the Excel file, we need the Excel file. Let's go back to and see which Excel file do we have over here. So we have one financial sample.excel SX. So let's go with this one. I'll be writing financial sample.excel XS. Let me just check the name once again. SX. So there is something wrong with the name. Let me just go back and just get the name from here. So we can just right click over here and go to its properties. As soon as we'll click on properties, we'll find the name over here. Just copy it from here and go back to our PyCharm. Instead of writing this, we'll be just pasting this. Once we have read it, all we need to do is we need to print it. So print df. As soon as I write print df and run it, let's see what output we will obtain over here. So here we have different columns. We have segment, country, month, name, and year. Let's go to the Excel file and see what is there in our Excel file as well. So I'll just go back over here and let's double click on it. As soon as we double click on it, we'll get something like this. So this is basically a financial sample. So we have segment, country, product, discount, band, units sold, manufacturer, sale price, and different multiple columns are there. Some of them we have obtained over here, some of them we haven't obtained. It's it's there, but we just cannot see them. And if you want to work on any of that, suppose if you want to again print the starting few lines, then you can just write print. And if you want 10 top 10 data over here, then you can just write print df.10 head.10. So you can simply print df.head, and inside that you can pass 10. As soon as we run it, we'll be getting the starting 10 data over here. It also shows us that how many rows and columns are here. So even the columns are hidden, still we are able to see over here that there are in total 16 columns. And this is how we can read the Excel file over here. Now our third method over here is using a dictionary, and inside that we'll be using the components of the list. So let's create a dictionary over here. So I'll be writing dictionary is equals to, let's get a data of a school. So I'll be writing name. Name is my key, and for the values I'll be giving a list over here, list of names. For example, we have John, we have Lisa, we have Peter, and lastly we have David, comma. The next key that we are providing over here is, let's say, grade. I'll pass a colon here. Again, list element. So someone, let's say, is in 5th grade. The next student is in, let's say, 8th grade. The next student over here is in 9th grade, and the next student again is in 5th grade. After this, I'll pass a comma, and let's give their hobbies here. I'll pass a colon, and here we can give dancing. The other one is, let's say, into arts, so we'll be passing arts. Someone is into drama, I'll be writing drama here. And lastly, someone is into singing, so we can write singing here, not singing, but singing. And then I'll pass a colon. Lastly, we can give their marks as well, so one column for marks. And here marks is the key, and the values are in our format of list. So someone got 70, someone got 90, someone got 86, someone got 98. Okay, now once we have created a dictionary, all we need to do is we need to create a data frame. Data frame is equals to pd dot data frame, and inside this we'll be passing our dictionary here. And as soon as we print it, let's see what output we'll get. So I'll just print df, and let's run it as well. So after running it, the output looks like this, that we have index over here 0, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 columns, that is name, grade, hobbies, and marks, and all the data that we have stored inside the list has come over here in the format of a data frame. Okay, so how you can create a data frame using the elements of the list, while at the same time, if you want to create a data frame using dictionary but you don't want to use the elements of the list, in that case we can use the nested dictionary over here. For that, I will again write dict over here. Dictionary is equals to, and here I'll be creating a nested dictionary. That one is the key. Inside this I'll be passing, let's say, name is John, comma, age is, let's say, 12, comma, gender is male. This is my first one. The second one over here goes for again the name. So name is, let's say, Lisa, comma, age here is, let's say, 15, comma, and gender here is female. Again I'll put a comma and give another value on number 3, like colon. We will give another dictionary over here. So again we have a name, let's say we have David, then we have age is, let's say, 16, and lastly we have gender, that is, let's say it's male, obviously, because David is the name of guy. And then we will be printing the data frame over here. So df is equals to, we'll be writing pd dot data frame, and D should be capital over here, data frame, and inside this I'll be passing dictionary. As soon as I'll pass it and print it, so if I print this data frame here, let's see what output we'll get. So as soon as we run it, the output looks like this, basically, that we have 3 rows over here now. So name the name of the rows is name, age, and gender, and the columns are 1, 2, 3. The columns are the keys, basically the keys that we have provided over here. Then after that we have values inside them, that the name is John, Lisa, David, and age is 12, 15, 16, gender is male, female, and male again. So this is how we have got the data basically over here. So here what we have done, here we have used dictionaries, and inside them again we have used a dictionary. That means we have used nested dictionaries over here. The last method over here for creating a data frame is using list and tuple. So we'll be creating a list over here. For list, let's give it as L. L is equals to, I'll be giving, let's say, inside, because it's a list, I'll be using square brackets, and inside this I'll be forming tuples. So my first one would be Lisa, who is, let's say, 13-year-old, who is a female. This is my first data. Then again we will be creating another set of tuple where we'll be having another name, that is David. Then we'll be giving the age of David, that is, let's say, 15, and then we'll be giving the gender, that is male. Again we'll give a comma and create another set of tuple, that would be, let's say, Peter, whose age is 16 and the gender is male. Now if I want to create a data frame over here, so I'll be writing df is equals to pd dot data frame, and here we can pass L inside it and print it as well. Once we print it, the output looks like this. So we'll be writing print df and run it. So the output basically looks like this, that we have 0, 1, 2 as an index and 0, 1, 2 over here also as index, because there is no column name over here. So if you want to give a name to the column, in that case you can write over here L comma, and we can pass columns. Columns is equals to, you can pass a list over here. The first one could be the name, the second one could be the age, and the last one could be the gender. And now if I run it, so basically the column names now looks like this, that instead of 0, 1, 2 you can get the column names as name, age and gender. So you can provide with the column names if you have created a data frame using a list and the tuples inside it by this method. So I hope guys that all the 5 methods over here are clear to you. Our first method was by using the read CSV method, where we have read the CSV file and created a data frame. Second method over here was reading the Excel file over here. For that we need to download a package called as OpenPyXL. The third method over here was creating a dictionary. Inside a dictionary we have created elements of list. That means we have used the elements of list. The fourth method here was a nested dictionary, and the last method over here was a list, and inside that we have passed the elements of a tuple. So I hope guys you guys have no doubts on the questions in this session. In our next session we will be talking about how we can convert Pandas data frame into a CSV. So stay connected guys, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.